Okay. All right. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another Around 30 Minutes with Deluxe. And I am Deluxe. And today I have another special guest, like always. But this is, before we go on, this is where I get to know people, and interview people and, get to, know the positive people out in the community and everything. And to kind of, get to know you kind of thing. So, yeah, today I have a special guest, like I said. And I got Don, and also known as Input reviews, and he was hit me up on my Instagram and said, "Hey man, I watch your stuff all the time, and I've always seen him in the chat room." I said, and he asked if you can come on. I said, "Heck yeah, you can come on." So Don, thank you very much for taking time out of your busy schedule and to come on my little show. And how are you doing, man?
Oh man, thanks for having me, dude. I am doing great. I hope you're doing good too.
Yeah, I'm all right. And I did not know this guy. He does have a review channel, so I can ask him review questions. Go hit him up at n-put, and you'll see it and everything. He's a really good. I'm going to watch his stuff now because I didn't know he was even a reviewer. So, we learn something new every day. So, go hit his stuff up. I'll put his link up to in my description after the 30 minutes is over with and all that good stuff. So, all right. And I want to thank everybody that comes in and watches this. I really appreciate that too. So, first question I always ask is, what do you collect?
Transformers. And that's pretty much the extent of it. I used to do some Marvel Legends stuff
Okay.
when they came back in like 2012. I started picking those up again.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but somewhere along the lines, I just lost a lot of interest in it. I think it was maybe because they kept using the same mold for the guys and for the chicks, and it was the
Yeah.
same, essentially buying the same figure over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But but
Well,
yeah, it's
they do that with Transformers too. So, sometimes, so, but I understand what you're saying about the Marvel Legends stuff. Yeah.
that's true.
So you're mainly collect Transformers. So what kind of lines do you collect? What's your
Um,
main line?
I, to be honest, I was doing the third party stuff, and the Hasbro and just basically everything, and then
Okay.
I kind of just went to strictly Hasbro because the financial uh you know the financial stuff as far as third party goes are so expensive,
Oh yeah.
and so then I just stuck with Hasbro, and then I started getting into here lately back into third party with TFC's was it Hades, their Lio Kaiser,
Mm-hmm.
because those figures have dropped. They're like 50 to 60 bucks now.
Mm-hmm.
So I started getting back into third party with TFC. So if it's a giant robot, I'm probably interested in it. So
Very nice. That's awesome. Very good. Very good. Cool. So, why I ask usually why do you collect? Like, have you always collected? I know as a kid, I really don't count that as collecting, but that's me. Some people have. But have you always collected something like from your teenage years to your adult life? And why? What got you into collecting?
um man, I don't know what got me into collecting. It's hard for me to get rid of stuff a lot of times. Uh,
Okay.
so, but yeah, I still have Transformers from my childhood. I have my G2 Tank Megatron, my
Oh.
G2 Laser Prime, my Jump Starters and stuff like that. And
Okay.
and then man, when I got into high school, I started collecting Sega CD stuff, super heavy.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much been it. I just didn't look back, I guess.
Okay, very nice. Yeah, I was. I mean, as a kid, I collected baseball cards, football cards. That's what I started with. That was kind of your gateway drug, I guess, whatever. To, and then it led up to toys, then CDs and movies and everything. So,
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
yeah, I get that. I tried to collect what my older cousin was trying to. He was into football cards and sports and stuff. So,
Okay.
the younger generation takes what the older generation perceives as cool and tries to, you know, keep it cool, I guess.
Yeah.
So I was trying to do what he was doing and kind of mimicking that, but the sports card stuff, and I don't know. I just kind of stopped doing it after a while.
No, yeah, I did too. I mean, I had all my kids, all my cards. I sold them recently about a year or two ago just to go to TFCon. I had tons of basketball and football cards left over, and I finally sold them and everything because I just didn't, I just didn't, it wasn't interested in me anymore. So, but I do watch still. I mean, there's a lot of people that do like pack openings now, or box openings for cards and everything. I watch them for some reason, but I have no interest in buying them. So.
Yeah, I saw what's his name? The guy who brought back Crystal Pepsi. Um, oh, what's his name? The guy, he's like a food challenge guy here on YouTube.
I don't know
I'm just,
offhand. If I knew, if I saw who it was, I probably did. But
oh well, he did a pack, and he got a Michael Jordan rookie card out of the pack.
oh, from A6 Clear, nice.
Yeah,
That's a good pickup. Jeebus.
yeah,
Very nice. I would. That would be. Yeah. That's one of the pulls of a lifetime usually now. So that's
it's LA
cool.
Beast. That's his name, LA Beast.
Okay. So, okay, never heard of. Never heard. But that's cool. Next question is, who is your favorite character, and why is he or she your favorite character?
I would say Starscream and Megatron, respectively, both they tie because Determination's a bitch. So they
Yeah. Yeah. That is true with Starscream, especially.
yeah, that's no joke. He finally gets it and then he dies.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, yeah. And I always say this. I always wanted. People who are Starscream fans have always usually wanted Starscream to be the leader, and I did, but then I thought about it, like, I don't think he'd be really that great of a leader anyways, because he's kind of he's a coward, nobody would listen to him. Nobody really liked him, so nobody would listen to him. So even if he did become the leader of the Decepticons, it would fall apart. So,
Yeah, that's true. I
it's
get
fine.
that.
It's fine. We kill. So you talk about, you do reviews and everything. So how long have you been doing reviews, and why did you get into doing reviews?
Well, the reviews started with a couple of friends of mine. Gosh, probably almost 8 years ago now. We were doing it on my friend's channel, but we were called 3 Points of Articulation,
Okay.
and we would just do pretty much anything. The He-Man figures that were coming out at the time, the Ninja Turtles, the NECA stuff, like whatever we could get our hands on.
Mhm.
We would review those, and then we just kind of stopped. And then all three of us just kind of went our separate ways. No bad blood or anything. Just one of us had kids, and just kind of family life kind of happened. And then so after that, I started my own channel, and I really didn't know what to do with it for a while. And I just started doing like first impression toy reviews, where I would open up the package. I would buy something and then open it and just kind of give my thoughts on the figure right there and then.
Mhm.
And that's where it kind of snowballed into now, where I do it's like a hybrid stop motion toy review, where I kind of bring the toys to life, kind of like a Toy Story type of situation, and interact with them and then review them that way and stuff too now. So.
Oh, that's very nice. Very nice. I guess Mr. Johns, he said 3 point shout out. I guess you know him, I guess? Or
John? Yeah, I know John.
Mr. Johns, yeah. He's new to me.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never seen him in the chat, so thank you for coming and all that good stuff. So that's cool. So, what do you have? Do you have anything planned for the future? And what do you want to do with your channel? Do you have anything planned to take it a step further and all that good stuff?
Nothing. No, really. It's by the seat of my pants. I'll probably keep doing toy reviews, and just kind of see where it takes me and see where I go with it.
Very nice. And it was Jones. I'm sorry, it's Mr. Jones. I said Johns because it's Jonz. Because
Oh yeah.
I'm from the country, so that's how I read it. It was my fault. My fault.
Oh, no worries.
Cool.
What's up, Chris?
There you go. All right, here's where I start talking about the last stuff. And like I always tell everybody, I don't want anything bad to happen to you. So if you could have one last meal, what would that meal be?
I would probably do, just so I could, I guess, extend my lifespan just a little bit longer. I would do a McRib and a Shamrock Shake, because I don't think they serve them together at the same time. So,
Really? A McRib, like a McDonald's McRib, or like
yeah.
Oh man, ugh. Yeah, you would. That's your last thing you would want to eat was a McRib.
Well, like I said, it would extend my life expectancy by 6 months.
Well, I guess so. I mean, I think it would just kill you right on the spot, to be honest. McRib, man. Anything from McDonald's, man. But hey, that's what you want. That's what you get, man. Awesome. Very nice. Very nice. Is a McRib selling right now at McDonald's? I don't know.
I have no idea. I haven't been inside of a McDonald's in about a decade or so. So I
Yeah,
couldn't
it's
tell
been
you.
a while. It's all right. Let's see. T-Man, I'm not from the South, but I would read John. See? Yeah, C-Man said he read it the same way I did too, so that's cool. Thank y'all very much for joining in. I really appreciate it. And so, are you a cereal type of guy? And if you are, what's your favorite type of cereal?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Nice. I hear that a lot. That's
Yeah.
very nice. Is it why is this why cinnamon toast crunch though? Is it just the cinnamon? Oh.
Uh, man, I don't know. I just like it. I just love it.
It was just a weird question. I never asked why you like it. I may start asking why you like the cinnamon toast crunch because I love my favorite would be there's a new one. It's called it's Fruit Loops with marshmallows. It's like a Lucky Charms and Fruit Loops mixed together. It's like a sugar rush and a half.
Yeah,
But
that sounds like diabetes in a
oh,
bowl.
it is. Yeah, it's not easy in the bowl. Yeah, definitely. But my favorite is I love crunch berries and everything. It will scratch up the heck out of the roof of your mouth, but I love crunch berries for some reason. It's always so good.
Isn't that the same people who did that Captain Crunch?
Yeah, Captain Crunch, crunch
Yeah.
berries, and they had one with just berries. It was called berries or something like that. All this stuff. So very nice. Speaking of that, what is your favorite movie? Like, what is a movie that you could watch? Like, if you started watching it at the beginning, the end, the middle, whatever, it doesn't matter. It just keeps you, keeps your attention. What is, I know there's a lot of good movies out there, but what's a great movie off the top of your head that you would, that you like watching?
Can I pick three?
Yes, you can. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I'd go with the stereotypical response of the 1986 Transformers animated movie.
Okay.
I mean that movie anywhere in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Describe it.
Mhm.
I would go with the 1990 TMNT movie.
Oh, okay.
Same thing, same thing. And I would say my third would probably have to be Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, that's a good one, man. Don't let me turn that hat back around. Man, that's some good, man. Kenny Loggins singing the theme song, man. Come on now. That's 80s. I mean, that movie is pure 80s. That's a good one. Good choice, man. Very good choice. I'm going to go watch that movie again, man. It's been a while. Man. Yeah, it is. It really is. It's good. That's 80s nostalgia right there. I mean, if you.
Oh, especially when he drives up to the what is it, the grandfather's house.
Oh yeah, bum rushes everything and all. Yeah, trying to get his kid or something like that. That was good. Good one. I would never expect anybody to say that one. Nice, very nice. So Don, how do you relax, man? Like when you're off of work or whatever you're doing, you come home and you like to settle down. What do you like to do to relax, man?
I just honestly, man, I just watch cartoons or just TV or something and just pop my feet up and just chill.
Okay, fair enough. So you're just easy going, laid back and everything. So are you married? Do you have a girlfriend or anything? Or
yeah, I have a long-term girlfriend of 12 years.
nice, very nice. So what does she think about your collecting, and what does she think about your reviews, and does she ever watch your reviews?
She watches my stop motion stuff. As far as the reviews, not so much. She enjoys the collecting aspect. She's a huge Grimlock fan, so she doesn't mind the collecting as long as as long as the robots don't get too big. She really doesn't care.
Very nice. Does she collect anything herself?
She collects Grimlock and just odds and ends like certain art pieces and of certain characters that she likes and stuff like that.
Okay. Now, did you get her into collecting Transformers, or was she already collecting Transformers? I mean, before y'all met and everything.
We watched the '86 movie in theaters when they re-released it. I think it was like September or October.
Yeah, I watched it. Yep.
And she fell in love with Grimlock instantly. She started thinking of him as a giant puppy dog.
Uh-huh.
And ever since then,
he was.
Yeah, he really is. But ever since then, man, she has been. If she sees a Grimlock, it's coming home with us.
Nice.
No questions asked. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Good job, man. Good job. That's what I'm talking about. That's very nice. All right. So, if you lost your collection, like I said, I don't want anything bad to happen to you. Once again, if you lost your collection, would you be satisfied with your collection you have right now? And if you started over, would you collect a different way?
Would I be satisfied right now? I'd say for the most part. There'd be like a few pieces that I would always want, but I could ultimately live without.
Okay.
If I had to start collecting again, and would I collect a different way? Yeah, I honestly, I think I would. I think I would be more character driven, and just kind of stick to like the main, I guess like top 10 characters that I like, and
Okay.
that would be the collection at that point.
Okay. Nice. So you just you said you'd be collecting like so you would collect mainly a lot of Starscream and Megatron then towards that way.
Yeah, lots of Megatron, lots of Starscream, every Star Saber piece I could possibly find.
Oh,
So
really? Star Saber. Okay.
yeah,
Nice. Okay. I've never heard anybody mention that they like Star Saber. So that's pretty good. Very nice. I'm learning a lot about you, man. Very good. So do you think that you'll ever stop collecting?
probably not. As long as there's something cool coming out that I like, I'll probably buy it somewhere down the road. I'll eventually get it.
Now, have you ever thought about collecting other lines other than Transformers? I know you said Marvel Ledger thing, but have you thought about it? Recently that you would like to, go down some rabbit holes, basically.
I've actually dabbled. I've got like 2 or 3 figures of the SH Figure Arts Dragon Ball Z figures.
Oh, okay.
I'm teetering on that jumping off that bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I've got the Storm Collectibles, the Mortal Kombat.
I saw your reviews on those, man. Those look wicked, man.
They are, but man, I didn't want to like them. I did not want to like them because they're not. I mean, it's not a cheap thing to get into. They're pretty expensive. I'm late in the game too, so I've missed like a Scorpion and some of the Sub-Zero, some of the older ones. I have the bloody Sub-Zero, but the one that's clean, they're really hard to get and they really cost a lot. So I didn't want to like them, but yeah, that's understandable. But yeah, you would get along with Robert D. He likes Dragon Ball Z. Justin T2RX6. I'm on Shattercast Uncut podcast, and they're really big into Dragon Ball Z, so they would like that.
Cool.
Cool things. So if you owned a third-party company, what would be your first release, and what scale would it be?
Third-party company. I would probably do the Masterpiece scale.
Okay.
But I would probably do something that that no one's done, and I would probably start off with probably something from either Transformers Victory or Transformers Zone or something like that. Probably be like maybe like probably like a Masterpiece Landcross, something in that scale. So something that would be in the scale of what is that? The Toy World. What is it? Devastator. What do they call him?
Constructor?
Yeah, Constructor. It would probably be in that scale for Landcross. I'll probably start there.
Okay, very nice. You're big into that's pretty cool. I would never thought but yeah, if you're the first, like if you're owning, third party company, you gotta come out with something that, don't put out Optimus Prime or something like that, or like stuff. Yeah, good choice. All right, cool. So I can kind of see your collection behind you. So I guess you have looks like DTOS. Do you use any other stuff to display your collection?
I've got the 3 DTOS behind me, and then I got my computer desk. So like right up here, right above me, I have my Dinobots and those TFC Breast Force members that I've been getting as of late, and some of my Transformers music CDs and stuff up there.
Okay.
But yeah, and then I've got a couple of drawers in the bedroom that aren't on display. So.
Oh, you got a dog. What's the dog?
Yeah. Pepper.
Nice. I got a gator and I got Fifi. There's one here. There's I don't know.
Oh,
it's awesome. What kind of dog was it? I saw it was a little dog.
Oh, she's a miniature pinscher, and then I don't know. Is he right there?
I see one. Yeah, I see one right there.
He's a dog. Like he's just a mix of just about everything. Yeah.
Okay, guys, he's a mutt. Okay, well that's cool. That's awesome. I love dogs, man. Good job. Good job. So, if somebody gave you $1,000, would you be responsible and pay bills, or would you buy Transformers?
Uh, man, I want to say I would want to do the responsible thing, but you know, G1 Lyle Kaiser is so tempting, man.
Oh, that's a good one. There, yeah, that's expensive. I don't think. Will $1,000 cover that one?
Last time I checked, they're like in that 700 between like 7 to a grand range complete or so.
Yeah, Jeebus. I wish I could get to that. I mean, I could. And, if I really didn't want to collect, the newer stuff. I mean, I could get that stuff because I just save up for it. Man, there's just so much new stuff coming out. I just don't. Man, very nice. Yeah, most people say that they would do 80-20, like 800 towards bills and then $200 for them or something.
Yeah, and I see that.
Yeah, so you gotta be responsible. You gotta be you gotta be an adult. Real life. Stuff and everything. So, do you like cookies? And if so, do you like crunchy or soft cookies?
Yes, I like cookies, and I don't care either way as long as it's a cookie.
Fair enough. Now, do you like milk with your cookies though?
Yes,
Good.
most
Good.
definitely.
So if you didn't, I'd have to kick you off then. So cool. So, and another food question, which is weird. Do you say caramel or caramel?
Actually, I've swapped over the years. I used to say caramel, and now I say caramel.
Nice, nice.
Don't know why. I have no idea why. Just one day, it just changed, and
it's weird.
Yeah.
It's just a weird word. Like I've told this, a couple times that I've asked people. Just my wife said caramel. I was like, why do you call it? Why do you say caramel? It should be caramel, but that's just the way I say it. But everybody I've asked on has said caramel. So it's a weird thing. I just thought it'd be a cool question to ask and everything. So yeah. Does anybody else have any questions for this young man, Don Input? Once again, go check out his channel. It's just N-Put, and he's a new reviewer and everything. And hopefully we can get him some subs and watch his stuff. And I'm going to start watching his stuff because I didn't know he had a review channel. We learn something new every day. That's awesome. But yeah, I'm out. I have one more question, and which I'll probably ask a couple more anyway because I'll remember. Yeah, I actually had two. I'm sorry. What do you think of the fandom, as of right now? Like, where at the fandom right now, do you think it's toxic, or do you even pay attention? Are you on Facebook and all that stuff? Do you see all the, the bad stuff and everything? What do you think of the fandom right now?
I'm not on Facebook.
Good job.
But I haven't had a negative experience in the fandom, really ever.
Okay.
Truthfully, and I think if I haven't seen any kind of toxicity or anything, it's all been super positive as far as I'm concerned, as far as what I've seen. So,
well, good. Yeah, if you stayed off, all that stuff, all Facebook and TFW, whatever, then yeah, you don't see the toxic stuff and everything. And I got to ask you another question, but T-Man's asking, who is your favorite reviewer or reviewers? What reviewers do you watch?
Geez, I watch just almost about everybody from Imgo and Pia, pretty much all the way down to
to me. Just say it's okay. I understand. You watch T-Man 978. You gotta watch his. He's a good reviewer.
I do watch T-Man.
Nice.
I love T-Man's toy hunt videos.
Yeah.
I always find something from almost every reviewer I watch that I find entertaining, or there's always something on their channels for me to watch.
Oh yeah. Good answer. Well, I forgot to ask you this a while. I asked this earlier in the conversation. So Transformers have been around for about 35, or actually been around for 35 years now. What would you like to see from Transformers itself to keep another 35 years, to keep you intrigued, or still interested in collecting Transformers?
I would honestly love to see. You're probably gonna laugh when I answer it. I would love to see some type of Generation 2 conclusion that bleeds into Machine Wars, that gives some type of explanation on why Megatron goes from a tank to a jet. Why did he create these clones like Megaplex and all these other guys and stuff like that? And just really kind of flush that out. And to really finish a lot of their earlier Transformers ideas, and like I said, just flesh them out
Okay.
and just keep going that way. Um, yeah, and that's
That'd be good. That's a good thing. You know, I have the Machine Wars. I think I have every one except for a couple, maybe the little jets I don't have. But you know, there's really not a backstory to them. So
right.
I think it would be cool to have a a backstory to Machine Wars and like you said the G2 stuff and everything. I think that'd be really awesome. I think that'd be really cool. That's a good answer. Very nice. Very nice. Um, let's see. Anybody got any questions? Nobody's asked yet, so that's fine. T-Man, yeah, you need to do another toy hunt, yes, and your channel starts dying. No, it don't. Your channel never dies. Whatever. My channel dies. So I'm doing anything. So my last question is, where do you see input reviews in 5 years?
Basically doing what I'm doing, possibly with more subscribers.
I hope so. I hope so.
Pretty much it. Yeah.
That's it. Okay.
So,
So you don't have anything like do you do reviews like I know you do a lot of stop you said you do some stop motion and everything. Do you plan on doing reviews of like Transformers like newer stuff or you're gonna go back to your old school stuff? You like the Victory and the Zone stuff. Have you ever thought about if you ever get some of those, do you ever do reviews of that stuff?
oh, definitely. Honestly, what I try to do with some of the things that I review is if I can say I type in like Magic Square, that Optimus Prime that Magic Square did here recently, and
Yep.
there's 50, 60 reviews or something like that pops up. I tend not to review that because there's so many out there. So what I try to do is I'll try to take something that isn't reviewed or doesn't have an English review or something like that, and I try to review it if I have it. But I try to stay with reviews as far as like the obscure stuff that not a lot of people have reviewed and stuff like that.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I think maybe I should start doing that too. That'd be pretty cool because I got some obscure stuff like the TFCC stuff, the Transformer Collector Club stuff. I have a bunch of that stuff I could review, and I just did a review of the G1 Target Masters, the little small ones, whatever the junior Target Masters. I don't know what they're called that or not, but yeah, I like to go back and look at old stuff and stuff I haven't picked up in a while, and get to rehash memories of stuff now.
Yeah, for sure.
Very nice.
I see your Transformers room that you do reviews in. You probably have some really obscure stuff.
I got a lot of stuff, man. I want to do it, and I keep telling everybody I'm going to do this. I've started cleaning up my room, dust and everything. I want to do a collection, another collection room, because that's my first video I ever did was my collection room, and I want to do an update. And that was like 3 years ago, so I've gotten a lot more stuff from then. So I'm going to hopefully do an updated collection room. So yeah, I don't have any more questions, man. I think I ran through everything, and nobody's asking, to get to know you. So that's kind of mean. Sorry. Anyway, but just tell everybody where everybody can find you and everything, and all the stuff, and with your Instagram, all the good stuff.
If you look me up on YouTube, it's in-put. If you can't find me by the channel name, just look up Lion-O's Call to Arms. It's my YouTube channel trailer. It's usually the second video on the list. And if you find me on Instagram, it's Ernest P. Whirl, just like Ernest, the guy from The Scared Stupid and goes to jail and all that stuff. You know what I mean, Vern?
Oh,
yeah. So yeah, it's Ernest P. Whirl on Instagram, and that's where you guys can find me.
Very nice. Now, why'd you choose that for your Instagram handle?
I don't know. I just
just like I was just something obscure and nobody would ever notice. And Ernest, it does. You should have said, Ernest goes to jail and everything. But
well, I used to have on some of the forums, my quote was, "You know what I mean, Vern." So it possibly stemmed from that.
Gotcha.
So,
okay. Very nice. Very nice. Well, cool. Well, once again, dude, thank you so much for coming on, man. It was a pleasure. I'm glad you hit me up on Instagram and said, "Hey, man, I want to get on." Like, man, I love when people do that. It's very awesome. And if anybody else wants to get on, whoever watches this, if you want to, get on the show, definitely hit me up. Slide in my DMs or whatever you want to do, and I'll be happy to get you on. I love talking to new people. Like I said, this is the first time I got to talk to Don. I've seen him, in the chats and everything. We talk like back and forth like that, but I've never spoke to him like this. So it's really cool, and hopefully we'll talk, some more later on and all that good stuff. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on, man. It was a pleasure having you on.
No, man, thanks for having me. Thanks for giving me the time of day for it. time of
Oh,
day.
hey, I can give you time of day. Come on, now. It's an honor to have you on, man. And once again, thank y'all very much out there, watching this. I really appreciate it. Go down and hit that like button. And, if you haven't subbed to me, definitely go sub and all that good stuff. And it helps the channel out. And I guess I'll see you on the next Around 30. And as always, hail Hasbro. And good night, folks.